And we'll see the Bills' electric quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bills and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
And now out come the Bills. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now White. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Morris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 5 carries, 55 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
2nd down, it's White. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. Powering forward. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. First and goal at the 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 2nd down, here's White. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet. but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's a give to Fournette. And down he goes just beyond the 35, but that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. White buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette to about the 48-yard line. The Bills at 10-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, White flush to his right. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Missed.
It will not go down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put... And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league,
now White with a 1st down throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. White. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with White. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
White on second down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Fournette and a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute. So here are the Bills to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Play action. Here's White. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now White. He'll check this one off to Fournette. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Fighting through, and he's got space. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 64 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their advantage. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 72 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game,
there he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued. White off play action. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
White looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Still going. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 64 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdowns. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. White flushed out right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it. Off play action, here's White. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Throwing on first down, White. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly, as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation?
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow.